Ed's Corner number 24 here in July of 2023. I have shared with you some history of Nashville things because this is the 60th anniversary of Metro. And I want to go ahead and do the same thing today since I haven't done one for a while. This is from a book, Yesterday's Nashville by Carl Zebart. And yes, if you remember Zebart's bookstore in Nashville, it's that same family. This is Nashville from 1940 to 1960, and I thought I would just point out a few things. There is a picture here on the first page that shows the frozen Cumberland. It froze so hard January 26, 1940, these Nashvillians could walk across it. It was also frozen when the James Robertson party arrived on Christmas Day in 1799. They were able to drive their cattle and sheep over it. Continuing in this vein, there's a picture of some Avco workers here. Two pictures, one Avco women workers, and the other is people making dive bombers, observation planes, and other aircraft manufactured in Nashville were used by British as well as American forces during World War II. This plant, built in 1939 by the Aviation Manufacturing Corporation, Avco, was bought by Vultee Aircraft in 1940, hence Vultee Boulevard. On April 20th of 1949, the plant became the national division of Avco. Now, it's something else today, but it still sits over there close to the airport and continues to be a part of the nation's defense mechanism. Picture here of Fred Harvey with one of the signature horses from Harvey's. Fred Harvey bought a rundown department store in 1942 that had lost $250,000 the previous year. Within 2 years, he had a greatly expanded store and was turning a profit. Something of a showman, he managed to give the store a carnival atmosphere. Wartime Nashville responded so well to the store that never knew competition, as their slogan said, that other department stores were forced to take notice, and competition reached a high level. My mother, when she would go to Harvey's downtown before the suburban malls, it was always a high point when she would come back with one of those wonderful Harvey's chess pies. There's a picture here of the Vauxhall Apartments. The Vauxhall Apartments, popular early in the century, were at Broadway and 9th, originally part of Dr. Price's College for Young Ladies. 5,800 women were educated there. The current site is, what is now on the site, after it was the college and then the Vanderbilt School of Dentistry, what's now on the site is the U.S. Courthouse. There's a picture here of Municipal Airport from the air, 1948, located 5 miles from Nashville on Murfreesboro Road. It was dedicated and named Berry Field, November 1st, 1936, in honor of Colonel Harry Berry, State Director of the WPA, and the sponsor and the supervisor of the construction. There are two pictures here of Fannie Rose Shore. She started singing in Nashville on WSM while a student in the 30s. Above, she's being ogled by Eddie Cantor, an early booster, after a national radio performance. A much later picture shows superstar Dinah Shore being bussed on the occasion of a TV award by one of her great admirers, Jack Benny. And she is one of the two most famous graduates of Hume-Fogg High School. She and model, I put that word in apostrophes, quotation marks, she and model Betty Page are both graduates of Hume-Fogg High School. Incumbent Mayor Thomas Cummings, remember Cummings Signs, at one point the largest sign company in the world, turns over an envelope containing the office keys to his successor, Ben West, in 1951. An important project during the administration of these two was the Capitol Hill redevelopment program begun in 1949, the first urban renewal project in the country, and it has been called one of the most successful. That's all the time we have for this session. I'm Ed Branding.